Hello, I am Test Drive and welcome to episode 21 of Forza Motorsport 2, where, actually before we do that, I'm going to show you what we are going to be doing and why I'm going to be buying the car that I'm buying. So, I don't really have much money for the manufacturer club races because I need a good car for pretty much all of them, and I'm going to have to upgrade a car and it's going to cost way too much money. So, instead, I'm just going to spend all my money on a different car that I can do the Sparco 200 horsepower Invitational with. Problem with this is the same problem we had in Forza 1. Power is less than 200 horsepower, car type can't be race class. Simple as that. But there's always the fucking VX220 and the Opel Speedster. They have like exactly 200 horsepower and they're all ways in B class. And it's annoying because like I want to use, a Volkswagen Golf or an RSX, even though I don't think the RSX has under 200 horsepower. The Celica does though. I want to use one of those cars. But they're incredibly underpowered compared to the Speedster. Speedster and the VX220. But what they didn't stick in there is another couple of cars that are lightweight and decently powered enough to be in a decent class, which are there's the Exige, Lotus Elise, and the other Lotus Elise. So I'm going to be buying this Lotus Elise because it has more power. It has 29 horsepower. We're going to make it red. And I'll put a few upgrades on it here and there to make it a little bit more competent. Because the Speedsters aren't very high in the B class, but they are definitely into B class. So I can't add much horsepower to this. Nope. 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 So I can't really add any power to it. So instead we'll do weight reduction. Sure. Wait, how much is that? 6,700. Fine, I'll do it. It removes 200 pounds. Now the car weighs now 1,700 pounds. And I'm going to call that good. So, now that we got our similarly overpowered car ready to go, you can supercharge the Elise. I mean, I can't because I need to be under 200 horsepower, but you definitely can. So from this, we win the Sparco Evo 8. Races for cars with under 200 horsepower, and let's get started on Suzuka Circuit. After I get a nice little drink. Oh, my throat really likes that. Thoroughly enjoyed that drink of milk that I had there. Alright, so I'm in between the VX220 and the Speedster, for whatever reason. And hopefully I'll be able to win, even though I have a few less horsepower than them. Aha! Later, nerds! There we go. So this will probably be a cakewalk, honestly. Until I spin this thing out, because these things like to fucking spin for whatever reason. But everything should be fine. As long as I keep it under control. This car's actually really fast feeling. Don't know if it's actually really fast, but it definitely feels fast. At some point, I will take a thumbnail photo so I remember. Don't know when that's going to be, though. Sure, let's take one right here. I'm going to go straight up to the side. I haven't done that yet. Do that a little bit so the wheels are even. And we'll call that good. I have hiccups for some reason. I had hiccups. Now I no longer do. Because I possess the power to get rid of hiccups. Oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. I don't care. Fuck the Speedster and the VX220 for being in these races. Oh god. I just want to race a damn normal car. Not some stupidly light, low-powered car that's also really, really fast. Yeah, speaking of fast, playing Gran Turismo 4 yesterday, the Elise, the MR2s, and the Speedsters and VX220s were incredibly fast in that game. Like, I was being out-accelerated driving a 400 horsepower Super Impreza. And I'm pretty sure usually the cars in GT4 are not upgraded whenever you race against them. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure. At least it seemed like that way earlier in the game. So that was kind of ridiculous. I literally just had to like get lucky and not get them in the race to win. It was very nice. Ah, shit. Instagram notification. Excuse me? Excuse me? Lap 4 of 4. I'm really liking the way this car's handling, I'm not gonna lie. It's very nice. What? Hot, sexy girl scam. What? Oh, yeah, the Instagram thing. Probably, well, it could have been that. I have gotten those before. But I think it's probably just somebody uploading a photo that I have notifications on for. Yeah, it is. Alrighty. Continue. 7,500 credits. Should get back a decent amount of the money I spent on getting this car. At least. So that shall be nice. Alright, next race. Buy career cars, add to your collection. Some cars might be locked until you reach a higher level. Or until you switch your fucking region. Because that's a thing that exists. New York. New York. Don't know the words to it. Down in New York. Something like that. It'd be helpful if I actually knew the lyrics to the song, but oh well. And I got 3 laps on here. Fuel your fantasy. I like that catchphrase. Fuel your fantasy. Forza 2 Motorsport. Not Forza Motorsport 2, but Forza 2 Motorsport. Graphic design is my passion. I like it. It also still has a fucking Forza 1 or a couple Forza 1 videos playing on the screens there. Like the one that keeps going to Forza Motorsport and then it goes to the neon that's sliding. That's from Forza 1. Because they use the neon SRT4 a lot, and there's another one on the bottom there. They use the oh, thank you. I try. I haven't put up many pictures recently, but whatever. I will eventually. When I actually get around to doing things car-related. And not just sitting on my ass playing video games for the internet. That's fun. I like it. It doesn't matter if I like it. Ow. But yeah, they use the SRT4 a lot for the marketing of Forza 1. There's a bunch of like a bunch of random little videos that like showed the customization or some racing or whatever that use the SRT4. And that is one of them on the bottom there. I think that's customization. I mean, it obviously is because it shows the car going from white to yellow with a body kit and decals on the side. Microsoft Game Studios. What car did they use for the cover art on Forza 1? It was a Acura NSX. The 2005 one. I actually remade the car in the game, or because it has a bunch of decals on it on the on the cover, and I recreated it in the game and used it at some point too, just as like a little thing, you know, little thingy thing. What is this Discord notification I got? I must know. I was like, why am I getting pinged on Discord? Continue. $7,500 credits. Not gonna make it to level 20 this episode, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. Suddenly, level 20's a lot further away seeming. There's a fucking bug in my cup of milk. Hello, sir? Could you not do that by any chance? Nasty asshole. Anyways, final race. Alrighty. On to our final race at Mipple Valley. Mipple Valley. Let's go. Let's go, Bears. The Bears. Nipple Valley. It's not exactly correct, but interesting proposition you have there. Five laps on here. Sliding. Split time's doing pretty good. 3.6 seconds ahead of my first lap. I love my long-ass burnout you can see on the starting line there. Because all the AI cars are like, oh, we have traction control, and we know how to launch our cars to get the least amount of wheel spin and the most acceleration. And I'm just like, fucking send it! Just hold down the throttle. That's what I do. It's what I do. Oh, shit. Hadn't yawned in a while. Ah, slippery. Yeah, I hate using traction control in Forza because it usually just slows you down out of corners. Like, it's trying to stop you from just ever so slightly, like one wheel ever so slightly going faster than the actual speed of the car. Which a lot of times that is hurtful because it slows the entire car down when it's still accelerating just fine. It's just, you know, spinning a little bit of a tire somewhere. It's kind of silly, not gonna lie. So at least I don't use it. I know that for sure. Then again, I don't use ABS or stability or whatever, anything else. I use no assist in this game, or these games, except for, like, difficulty of the AI. That's the only thing I'll actually not have on maximum, usually. Now, Gran Turismo 4, I have ABS on, have traction control on a little bit on the cars, because I really don't have that much control over the throttle and the brake, because they're either on or off, the way I have my control set up. But, there we go. There is the final race done of the 200 horsepower thingy-majigger thingy. Got 7,600 credits. Almost level 20. Let's get our car. And we got the Sparco Evo 8. No, I use well, R2 and L2, the triggers on the Xbox controller. The X and square actually on the PS2 controller have pressure sensitivity, believe it or not. It's not easy to control it, but it definitely exists. So here is our crazy looking Lancer that I just got, Sparco edition. And that will conclude this here episode of Forza 2. We'll check out our stuff here real quick. We are 23% through the game. I was like 10% when I started, I think. There's our other stats. So that will conclude this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.